As for our two parents, let's pause. A lot of dogs. There's gonna be a dog fight coming. How come they look the same? Okay, let's continue. She kind of went back to career, and then this is the part that like gets me because so she says, one, it's really important that I work with small groups of people, and I didn't really know what that meant, so I asked again later, like, what did you mean by that? And she said, you're not really good with like the public irritates you. That's like what I always say.
Yeah,
I hate crowds, I hate people. And she said, you have a lot of artistic abilities, but they're mainly like it gives you joy, not really money. I won't find money from what I want to do, which is not a great thing to hear.
That's kind of what I heard too, and I was like, well, interesting. Kill myself.
Yeah, I know,
like,
exactly.
What?
And then years-wise, she said 2026 is me finding balance. 2027 is when I'll start seeing accomplishments. 2028 is when I finally find peace. No problems with my future. She's like, right now you just have so many fears. Like you said, she also was like, just relax, accept things, relax, and let go of the past. Going back to like the good in my life, like good blessings. She's like, you really have a lot more good things happening for you than bad. Which is funny because I always focus on the bad, and she's like, no, like there's so many good things happening for you.
I feel like that's pretty true. I feel like we told you that.
Me?
Yeah, and then you're like, no. I feel like that's pretty true.
We'll discuss this more. And then as for my future, like in the film industry, this part was kind of freaky, where she was like, doors will open for me and in the industry, and I will get into the doors.
Okay.
She's like, but once you get into it, you're not gonna like it, and that's gonna make you want to stop, which is scary. And I was like, okay, well, like, will I be able to do anything like related to it? She's like, yeah, maybe, but not in front of the camera. Until I change my destiny. The rest of it was just like, I guess, advice for me. And she's like, you're a very headstrong person, and you're gonna still do it anyways, like even if someone says not to, which is true. I'm gonna still do whatever the hell I want. Yeah. And she just kept saying, love myself, accept how things are, don't analyze, don't overanalyze, take things day by day, also chill. She's like, you don't need to see 10 years into the future. Believe and pray. She's like, you need to have more faith. That's fair. To summarize, she mainly talked about it's gonna take me a while to like get my career where I want it to be, 5 years to be exact. It's gonna be up and down, and I may not like the results, but you know, we'll see what happens. And that I just need to take things day by day, relax. Yeah. Okay, so she asked me like my birthday and like the year and stuff, which she didn't ask them. So I'm like, it was probably because I don't know if I like look really young or something. But like yeah, but I feel like that also like a lot of my stuff wasn't as like far into detail as theirs. So first thing she told is like, you are gonna have a long life. She said over 76 years old. She said, I see that like a lot of your dreams are like really big. Like a lot of the things you guys said was like really similar to what she said to me, and I don't know if it's because like we have similar like personalities kind of, so I don't know. It says big thoughts, so I'm guessing that she said I have like a lot of like thoughts in my mind, and that it gives me a lot of pressure, and that growing up was really difficult for me or something. This whole year will be just like my healing process and letting go of the past. And then she said in the next, like, I think she said 3 years is like really important, and she said that there will be like new focus, new balance, and then like direction. Bro, my notes are really bad. This year, October, more peace and understand. So I don't know what that means, but I guess in October that will be like when I start to like actually heal and understand more. I don't know. And then she said the dogs. Okay, regarding like actually she said, what's that? She said I have the fear of making wrong choices in regards to like pretty much everything, but also relationships, and that's very true. I feel like everybody, you know, has that. She said to me, love is more important than my career. And like, she said that love is like so important to me.
Like personally?
Yes.
And I think that's true, right?
I do think about like love a lot. It is a reoccurring like thought in my mind. So I guess maybe in that way, yeah. So that's interesting. She clocked me there. This was crazy. She said, I see very soon there's a young couple around you that will be getting married. That's so crazy. And I was like, I literally jaw dropped. This gets even crazier. It was like this part like gave me chills. So she said that randomly. Oh, and she said, okay, yeah, and the young couple getting married, it will be a fun time for everybody or something. Okay. She said, I see fun and happiness or something. Like, so that was really interesting. Because like I feel like that's so like specific.
Yeah,
I was like, really scared.
Like when else would you ever have a wedding coming up?
This part, guys. This part. She said, I see a girl saying bad things about you. She's jealous of you. Oh no! And she's like, I don't know. She said something. You can
see my hair is up.
I know. I went. Right. She asked me like I.
You see? Drifting, dude.
Oh yeah, I want to go on that. That looks fun.
That's exactly how fast you would go.
Oh, that's so fast. And then like she was just saying, yeah, she's very. I didn't write it down. Oh wait, no, I did write it down. Basically, she said that she's very dramatic, and she even like the littlest thing she'll over exaggerate it. And I'm like, that is literally so true. And it's like, it's the fact that it's that exact same person I'm thinking about. It's so weird. And she like immediately asked me, like, she's like, when did you guys become friends? It's like she didn't even like ask me if it's like true. She was just like,
she knew who you're thinking about.
But basically, she just said like, oh, like it feels like there's been like a kind of on and off or something, like, or like it's basically like, oh, you were close but then you're like distant, and then like yeah, but it's literally been like that. So she's like, lots of people don't want to see you guys being like friends or something. And like she said that or like I think she said that some that's true. I didn't even think about that. Said something about like she hears things and then she takes it the wrong way or something. And she's like, you need to like break this friendship off. And she's like, you just need to like say goodbye to this person. You don't need this person in your life. It's like, don't say sorry because you have nothing to be sorry about. And she was like, I was like, wow, like this is like crazy. Chills, yeah, I was literally getting chills because it was just like, it's just like, I see a girl, and I was like, oh my god, that's so crazy. In the future, she said, I see you having close bond friends, or like friends that you'll be closely bonded to. I guess throughout my whole life, she's like, I don't see you ever having a lot of friends. I was like, okay, dang. But
so
she's like
a couple close friends.
But no, she said specifically 2. She's like, you're gonna have 2 special friends. And she said 1 older than me and then 1 a little closer to my age. A young man is interested in you. Young man. Yeah. No, he said he's gonna like confess or like approach you by the end of summer. And then I was like, what the heck? I don't really have anybody in mind, so it's like, and that already kind of happened to me, so and then she said, yeah, you will, I see like a good relationship. I was like, what does that mean? But then she's like, but no commit, like no like actually like being together. I think she just meant like friendship maybe. And she said, in the future I do see marriage, love, happiness, and older age.
I guess we're all shipping out. I guess we will all get married.
Education will take a little longer than like you expected. The path I'm taking is like not like one that I expect to be long. So it's like,
so maybe something's gonna happen.
Yeah, like, and then she said you really have like the fear of not being loved. And I was like, that is so true. No. Or I don't know, she just kept saying that. Or like, yeah, and then she's like, but you don't need to worry because like you will be loved and you will like have someone in the future. In the future, I don't see any financial struggle, but I think she said in like the financial struggle is like right now, which is like pretty true. You know, you're a kid. Yeah, because I'm a kid, and also you've gone through a lot, but like you're doing well. Like for like considering how much you've gone through. And she's like, to like pat yourself on the back. And I was like, thank you. She did say something about like me having like trouble with like self-confidence, which is one of the points I did want to talk about, but she already just like mentioned it very briefly though, saying like you really want to make no mistakes. She asked me something about like what I like or something, and I said, oh, I like I always say this, but I always say like, oh, art, because it's kind of like a it can go like different ways, you know. And she's like, I don't see you in like art, like I don't see you like painting portraits, I don't see you like doing actual like drawing, but I see you in design, which is like what I'm literally like doing, like designing right now, which is like so crazy. What the freak does that mean? Oh, I literally put nobody boss me.
What does that mean?
Basically, yeah, well, you said like I don't want anyone to boss me around. And then she said you really need to learn like patience, and you keep like thinking about the future, and you keep thinking about your career and all these things. Like you need to like be patient, and you need to just like relax. Okay, anyways, she said most people are jealous of me or something. Now, or like the people who are like, people basically perceive me in a way that they only see my like happy side. They think I'm like the happiest person ever or something.
That's true. That's
or
what
like
friends do, right?
Yeah, that's only what they see. But you're obviously like, you have your own like problems and like stuff like that. She's like, but it's okay. They don't need to see that. You don't need them to pity you or something, which is like nice. Thank you for reassuring me. Like this is what you need to work on. She's like, you need to relax and you need to work on your sleeping habits. And then, which is like,
gagged you.
Yeah, gagged again.
Yeah.
She just kept like literally doing that. Or she said you have a hard time like sleeping because like you're always like thinking, and that's literally, I always say that. Usually I can sleep pretty easily, but then she's like, but then you'll like wake up feeling really tired and like exhausted. And I'm like, that's really true, because she's like, your mind is always running. And I was like, that's what I always say. And she said like, I don't know why I didn't write it, but she said you're like living in 3 bodies in one person or something, because she said, or 3 different people in you basically. No, she said because you're like you're where, I swear I wrote it, like I swear. I got it. I got the three people in me. Oh, that sounds, the 3 people. The 3 persons. Okay, so one part is very negative, and then one part is like trying to be happy, and then one part is hiding, which is like, yes, you have like too many fears, and you're like, and I do see like there's like negativity. She showed me a tarot card, and it was like freaking like a person, and they were like a bunch of knives. I was like, oh my god. Like, but next year will definitely be better. And she's like, I see you in the future traveling, meeting different people, and it was like for both social and work purposes. So what you guys said, there'll be a lot of opportunities. And she said the worst is over, which is like, yes, that's awesome. That's great.
That's awesome.
So I was like, oh, like I have a lot of trust issues regarding people as well. I kind of just said that, and then she's like, yes. And then she's like, you're not ready to be open. And I was like, okay, I guess not. Like, I guess like the people that you should trust, like you'll know, I guess. She said you need to have a better social life. Join classes, like a dance class. And she's like, you need to do something fun. If you stay by yourself too long, that's like, you're only left to think. And I was like, yeah, it's very true. And it's funny because it's like, I really don't really go out, so that's why I'm always like left in my thoughts. You know how earlier she said like the education will like take longer or something. She said that could be one of the reasons why like your relationship will, basically I'll find someone later in my life, like not early. I see you getting married and not a young age. She's like probably like a later, like older age. Not
babies.
50. Huh? No. Saying you need to relax, and you need to pray, and you need to meditate and do yoga. So I don't know.
She said we need to relax, but in different ways.
Yeah, she kept saying do yoga. I was like, what the heck?
No
That's
kids?
so weird.
It didn't say how many kids?
She didn't say any kids.
Probably because too young.
Yeah.
So
I thought that was interesting. Main points are definitely like her, like just like, obviously knowing that I have like a lot of thoughts. Knowing like my career, and like knowing like a girl saying bad things about me, and the marriage thing, so that was really interesting. So that was the conclusion of our little summary of our little tarot card and psychic readings. I thought this experience was really cool, and once again, it's really about what kind of mindset you go into it, because like I said, I've done it a couple of times. Obviously take what you want from them, but also it's about if you're open or not, because there are moments where I wasn't open. I'm like, fake, but it could have been something that just I wasn't ready to accept yet. This session was cool because it was a more legitimate person, because like most other places it was just like a booth at a farmer's market, like things like that. But this lady seemed really legit, and the fact that she was saying a lot of things that just people or random people wouldn't know, and you can't read that off a person. I think that's what made her a little bit more believable. Yeah, I thought what she said about each person was pretty accurate. Do you guys have anything to say to that?
That is pretty accurate. I mean, I kind of went into it with like high hopes too, but then at first I was like, I don't know. But then I was like, once it got deeper in, I was like, wait, it's like too accurate.
Yeah. For me, it's kind of the same thing as you, where it was like, I only done it once, and obviously there's, those TikTok videos that are like, oh, your For You page, for, and it's like, I feel like you go into it when it's like, I guess like not that you're kind of lost, but it's like sometimes you go into it, like the times that we've gone or whatever, like we wanted to hear something, like a certain thing. You want to hear something, a certain answer, and then when you don't get it, you get kind of like upset and you're kind of like, fake, I don't want to hear it, because it's like you're not ready to hear it. And I feel like the three of us were like kind of excited because we don't know, like we've been watching like some like the past life regression stuff, and like we were just like interested.
We were open-minded.
Yeah, open-minded, and also it was just kind of spontaneous. We just planned it like literally like this morning, and then like we did it, and then and I just thought it was pretty cool that it's like it was more legit, and it was like weird things that I was like, how did you know that? So that was pretty interesting.
I think for sure she definitely is gifted and she has abilities and things like that. As for whether or not things will come true, and like we won't know that because they haven't happened. We shall see. I also do believe that like sure there's things that's fate, but also like we can change our destiny. So maybe the moment we did this reading, our fate has changed. So who knows, Would definitely recommend for fun. Don't take it seriously or too seriously, and don't obviously like make any like really big life decisions on it. But for fun and just to like have a different perspective, I think it's a really cool activity to do. And with that, we will see you in our next video. Bye.